Hello and welcome to the 19th episode of CCR Liberty in Detail. Today we're going to be talking about ODA. So first we're going to have a look at what ODA is. Then we're going to be talking about its features. After that we're going to have a look at how you actually attach ODA to your unit. And then at the end we're going to have a look at ODA screen. So let's dive into it. ODA stands for Optical Display Adapter, which means that the device provides you with all the crucial data about your dive right in front of your eye. It's a brilliant tool for underwater photographers or basically anyone that wishes to have their information immediately and right in front of their eye at all times. It's also great for dive instructors who need to keep their students always in the line of sight, or working divers, which work requires a high level of attention and concentration. For example, descents or ascents or basically any tasks that require high level of concentration are much easier now because you don't have to look at your handsets as often anymore. It can be used on back mount unit as well as on side mount unit. It does not have any computing capability, but it operates as a screen that provides you with the most crucial information about your dive, which is sourced from your control unit, and it's also powered by it via this cable. You can connect it instead of your body display, or more likely instead of your head-up display, keeping your body display. The unit is compatible with 2021 edition units. And if you have a pre-2021 edition unit, you can get your unit upgraded so you can use it with ODA. ODA and its holder are made from Delrin and are rated to the depth of 300 meters. The body of ODA weighs 150 grams, but it's neutrally buoyant in the water, so you don't feel its weight on the mouthpiece at all. The optics is made out of sapphire glass with anti-reflex coating. What's also brilliant is that you can adjust the focus on it. By rotating the eyepiece, you adjust the sharpness, and by adjusting ODA to the right distance of your eye, it will actually appear to your vision as a screen which is surrounded by the ambient background, so you will not be able to see the body of ODA at all. It also features a lux meter, so it can automatically adjust the brightness depending on the amount of ambient light. The integrated body display also makes your buddies a lot more aware about how you're doing in the water. And it's also another additional safety feature of the device. If your PPO2 is between 0.2 to 1.6 bar, the LED is illuminated green. If there is anything below or above that, the red LED illuminates red. ODA is attached in its holder, which firmly keeps it in place. You can also easily adjust it, so you can, if you prefer having it further away from your eye, or if you prefer having it closer or further up or down, there's no problem to adjust it, and it holds it nicely in its place even when you're scootering, so it doesn't move out of the way anywhere, or it doesn't go anywhere. If you wish to move it along the side, it's slid in your head-up rail, so you can just slide it along the side from right to left. You can have it either on the right-hand side, depending on which one of your two eyes is more dominant, or you can easily have it running from the other side as well. So to do that, you basically detach your ODA, slide it in the other way. You can run the cable from the other side, and then you just flip it in your setup menu and you can have it set up for your left eye as well, if that's the way you prefer or the side that you prefer having your ODA on. ODA also features a built-in compass, which is great because it's right in your line of sight, so the compass is facing to exactly where you're looking. So when you get your brand new ODA and you unpack it, The first thing that you gotta do is attach the body of Oda into its holder. And when that's done, then you go and attach it to your unit. As soon as that's done, you just gotta go into your setup menu of your unit, go into the section setup, then in setup, you go to preferences and menu indication. And in indication, you just select if you have your Oda instead of if you have it on the right or on the left hand side, you select Oda and you are good to go. So now let's go and have a look what its screen in a dive mode looks like. In the top left corner, we can see our dive time. Underneath our dive time, we can see our depth. So you can select whether you'd like to see your depth in meters or whether you'd like to see it in feet. Below that, right below that, we can see our ascent or descent speed. In the top right corner, we can see our total time to surface. And right below that, we can see our ceiling. Underneath that, you can see our set point. So currently our set point is 1.3. If we change our set point, which we change on our handset, you can see that we're getting a visual alarm by a white flash and a pop-up notification. So I'll change our set point back to 1.3. Again, you could see our flash alarm that something's changed to notify us and the pop-up notification. Right in the middle, on the top, you can see the status of our batteries. And right in the center, you can see our partial pressure of oxygen, which is averaged from our 4 oxygen sensors. Now let's move on to the bottom section of the screen. On the right-hand side, you can see the bar graph of our oxygen sensors. This graphical representation makes reading of your oxygen sensors performance much easier, and you can immediately see if any of your 4 sensors deviate from the others. Hypoxic values are displayed in blue, hyperoxic values are displayed in red. Here you can see that we're fine and they're displayed in white. On each side, you can see the pressure in our cylinders. Each bar represents 50 bar of pressure. So on the right hand side, you can see our oxygen, and on the left hand side, you can see our diluent. In the center, you can see the bearing of our compass. If you would like to save your azimuth, you go into the menu applications and you select to set course. Here you can see that we got a pop-up message, headings fixed, and it is displayed as a blue arrow. The return azimuth is displayed as a red square. So if we turned around 180 degrees, a red square would be displayed. So when it comes to alarms, if it's necessary, Oda will alert you by a flash on the screen. So you've seen that when we changed our set point, we saw a white flash and also a pop-up notification notifying us about what happened. This could be, for example, end of node deco time, set point change, things like that. In case of a dangerous situation, for example, exceeding your PPO2 limits or exceeding your decompression ceilings, the screen will repeatedly flash red. So this will also be followed up by a pop-up notification. So here we have just seen all the information that you can see on the screen of Oda. If you would like to get any additional information, such as water temperature and things like that, then you would go and refer to your handset. What's also been added is another screen that you can browse through. It's one of your main screens, which is your compass screen. So not only can you see your compass on your Oda screen, but you can also see it on your handset. You can also see your azimuths that you have saved and your return azimuth as well. So you can also refer to your handset if you like to. In case that you're running your unit only with one handset, for example, you're only running your one handset on a side mount unit, you just have to make sure that you connect your Oda to the other side, to the side where your handset is connected to. So This actually offers you with another level of redundancy, because for example, in the case that you would end up losing the side that your handset would be on, you now have another redundant display that shows you your depth, shows you your decompression obligation and things like that. So this adds another level of safety on top of all the safety features that Liberty platform offers. So that's it for our today's video. If you would like to get your own Oda, you can either select it in our configurator when selecting your new configuration, or you can get it in our eShop in the case that you already own a Liberty unit. If you have any further questions, please visit our website at divesoft.com or send us an email at info@divesoft.com. Also, don't forget to follow our social networks, and I look forward to seeing you in our next episode.